Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Okay. So let's go on to part 3, which is how to build a brand that matches your mission. Got to build it. Got to build it. Okay. The framework is the mission aligned brand stack. So let's talk about mission first. The mission has to come first, right?
Yeah.
What are you here to change? This is your mission. Let's go through each and one of us, both of us. What are you here to change? You can go in your business or in your nonprofit.
Right. So for the design agency, it's being able to offer high-level professional design services that are affordable for businesses. In the very beginning, I saw so many agencies that were, massive, the amount of people that they had working for them, and their costs are astronomical. They'd walk in and they would have 6-figure quotes when not every business can afford that. So being able to have high-end professional results for someone that fits their budget, I think that that's incredibly important, and that's what I've built my company off of. In terms of the shark business, it's creating artwork to change people's perception about sharks. Super easy.
Nice.
I mean, it's not easy.
Nah, that was pretty long. So for me, it's even easier. Okay. So what are you here to change, Rex? And I am here to help make a positive change in people's lives, in your business. And for my nonprofit, the same thing. I'm here to make a positive change in veterans' lives. And the change is up to them because, like I said, I do coaching. I don't tell you what to do. I help you achieve what you want. So with that, the change is up to you. I'm here to help you make a positive change. Okay, so second is identity, right? Ooh, this is who you must become to deliver that message. You like that? Who you must become to deliver the message. Excuse me, the mission. Who you must become to deliver that mission. Who have you become, Jess, to deliver your mission?
I would say that I'm going to be honest, because we said from the very beginning,
I'll just be honest.
I'm going to be honest. I also don't know how else to be. That has taken time for me to do as a business owner, because in the beginning, I had the imposter syndrome that I didn't.
Prove it to lose it.
Yeah, correct. And sometimes in the beginning, you have to fake it till you make it. But if I were going to go into a meeting with a potential client and not have the confidence and know that I really am good at what I'm doing and that I can help them, they're not going to believe it. So, I mean, and for you, showing up, having lived the life you have that much more experience and confidence knowing that you can help somebody. If you went in being like, I don't know if I really can make a difference. Why should I try? I guess I'll try. That's not going to translate.
Yeah. So who you must become to deliver that mission it can be very, very extensive, very much change that has to go in there. And for me, it's a constant change. Like I mentioned before, it's a daily struggle to not be influenced out there because there's so much influence. It's a daily struggle to make sure that shit aligns with who you are, your VIP, value, importance, and purpose. Okay. I use that on everything. I have to. It's not because I'm trying to sell it. It's because I have to keep my stuff aligned with who I am, right? With my mission. So who I must become to deliver the mission is constant. I must constantly keep myself aligned with my values, right? My belief systems. So that could be, who I must become to deliver the mission. If I have to deliver a mission, helping people make a positive change in their life, that means I have to be present. I have to be present in that moment. I have to help people move their lives forward, which means I have to also listen, pay attention. I have to be there for people. I have to sometimes sacrifice a little bit of my time and myself to help somebody else. This is tough. People you do think this is tough. This is tough stuff, guys. Hey, guy.
Business cannot go on autopilot. It's constant growth.
Right. I'm not here for me. I'm not here for me. I don't need attention. And most of us don't even want attention. We don't like the attention. Sometimes some of us are introverts. We can do this because it's really right now, it's just you and me, Jess. This isn't anything. It's just you and me talking, right?
Right.
If this was live and there was a fucking shit ton of people around us, it'd be a different story, man. It'd be like, oh gosh, ugh. But this is the beauty of things like this. It can just be you and me. We shoot it out and then now it's out there. But right now,
it's out there.
For people like us, not like us, I'm not saying you're just like me, but I may not like speaking in front of, hundreds of people. I like doing this. I can still reach millions of people, but I still have to sometimes sacrifice who I am and what I want for the mission, which is sometimes we got to do things like this and put ourselves out there for criticism. And that is not easy either. You have to be very, very driven, very focused, and you have to know exactly who you are and what criticism are you comfortable with taking. Because I've heard it all already. In the beginning, it was tough. It was so tough in the beginning. I get all the horrible people in the world. It's like, gosh, why are you being so mean? I didn't say anything that would be really like, and it's usually they just attack your visual, like they attack your looks. And that's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Really? You're still there? You're still there where you're attacking people's looks? You're grown. I'm here to help people. And you want to tell me that I look like this or look like that? That's not very nice. Move on. Move on to the next. I don't give them what they want, though. Just say what you got to say and move on. Okay, so that is who you must become to deliver that message. Now, third is your values. These are the rules you operate by. You've got to have values. Your values must be solid, like concrete, like a foundation. They can't change. And this is why I say you can't build your values off of your emotions. A lot of people say this. Oh, I'm gonna get so much shit for this. I'm gonna get so much shit for this, but this is one of my values. I've done the research. I'm doing the knife hand.
You are very serious.
Cut that in half. I'm gonna cut that right now. You cannot live your life based off of your happiness. I'm sorry. That cannot be your purpose. It cannot be because I want to be happy. Because happiness is an emotion, and emotions can change. What made you happy yesterday cannot make you happy today or in the past. You know those questions they ask you, secret questions like, what's your favorite food? Have you ever fucking answered that? You ever put that answer in there like 3 years ago and you answer it today? That favorite food can change. That can change. I can love pizza and now I'm like had a bad experience with it. I don't like pizza anymore. I don't like hamburgers or whatever. That changes. Right. It's just like, I want to build my purpose on my happiness. You cannot do that. You cannot build purpose on something that could possibly change, or an emotion that could be, oh, I feel happy today. Or, you know what? I feel sad today. Or no, I feel, something else today. It cannot be based on that.
You have to realize that happiness is, like you said, it's a product of your actions. Like, you have to know that, let's say we'll use working on your business, because obviously that's what we're here to talk about, that if your happiness is coming from your business, that means that you're going to work on it when you feel sad, because the ultimate goal is being productive and having your success in your business, or getting to that successful level, whatever that goal is for you. But that, working on those days that you really don't feel like working is going to create happiness. Like going to the gym. Like, not every day you go to the gym, it's going to feel great, but you still get up in the morning and you do it because ultimately happiness is the cause. It's the,
it's a byproduct.
It's a byproduct. It's not the actual thing. And people get those mixed up a lot.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. These are the values, are the rules you operate by. The happiness is a byproduct. And that's great if it, like I was telling you, look, I'm doing things because I want to make impact, not because I want to be sexy or I want the attention. If I get the attention, that's a byproduct. Okay, that's cool. it feels good. It feels good to be wanted, man. It does. I'm not going to ignore that.
Well,
It
because you're
feels good.
human.
Right. It feels good when someone says, "Oh, that looks fucking sexy." I'm like, well, I mean,
In
I
that
wasn't.
voice too. In that
I'm not,
in that exact voice.
I mean, they're typed, so I don't know how they sound. I just made that up,
Okay.
and I don't know if anybody sounds like that. But yeah, okay. It feels good when someone says that, but that's not why I did it. Okay, so I have to make sure that my message is always the same, and or if not, then I'm again falling into the drift
And
of influence of likes and views.
yes. And values can also be how you make your product, because like we're both like service-based companies, right? But if you actually make a product and one of your values is, just so people can relate to it out there, we're only going to use natural ingredients. Well, if the cost of those products change and you decide to maybe this time we'll get XYZ product, a synthetic product, and not tell our customers, is that really the best? I mean, you might sell the product, but is that really going to be in line with your values and your mission and what you want for your company?
Mm-hmm.
So defining those values help you, it gives you those parameters to stay within, just like the VIP thing. Values are very, very important.
Very, very important. It's the foundation. Just think of it as a house, guys. If the guys are listening, it's your foundation. Okay. Your values. You're here to support, right? If you're here to support veterans like I am, this is what I'm doing. I'm here to support them. And then if an opportunity comes up where it's like, hey, you want to do something for this thing? And it's like, well, that's not for veterans. Maybe you might want to second guess that, or not second guess. Maybe you want to think that again. Think that, what the fuck? Words, Jess.
Words are hard.
Freaking words. 8 words sometimes. Maybe
English is my second language. It's fine.
Maybe you want to rethink it. There it is. Got it.
Remember,
right?
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. There may be opportunities where, yeah, okay, you may want to consider it maybe a collab, like a volunteer. Maybe I want to help you do something, like me helping you with Sharkapalooza. That's
Yes.
something I would help you personally as Rex. MF coaching, mission focused coaching, helping veterans, and then like the whale and the sharks. Right. I wouldn't do that because where does it meet? It doesn't. So that's where you have to really think about. I still see people the same. They do nonprofit for veterans stuff also, and then they're going to go and they're helping this other company. And I've asked them, wait, what? I'm like, how did you end up with them? Because I'm not making the connection. I'm not saying I know all, but I'm just asking, okay, how did you make the connection? How has that happened? And they're like, oh, this and that. And I'm like, I'm not going to say this to you because you're not asking for my counsel, my advice. But internally, I'm like, that shit doesn't match. Why are you collaborating with them? It doesn't make a point.
We don't have to say yes. Not every question or opportunity is a yes.
Right. You're not Nicolas Cage. You don't have to say yes to every, movie.
Yes.
It doesn't align.
Having a tribe, like you say, that you can bounce ideas off of, saying
that's perfectly fine.
It's healthy. You should have that, because there's times, that's why I have a committee for Sharkapalooza, because sometimes I say something, maybe I haven't had enough sleep, I haven't thought about it, over caffeinated, and someone will say to me, no, we really shouldn't do that because of blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, good call, because often you need that outside perspective to rein you back in. And being open enough to say, hey, I didn't think about that. Awesome idea. Thank you.
Yes. Again, VIP. Does it add value? It may add value to, like, oh, I want to help people and support other organizations. Okay. Is it important to you? See, it's got to be all three. Is it important to you? Yeah, it's important because they're a friend of mine, or they've helped me. I want to help them. Okay. What about the purpose? Does it align with your purpose? And there, you got to have all three. Like for me, it meets those two, but then the purpose, it doesn't align. So then you know what? I don't do it. But I just don't do the collaboration with my organization, your organization. I will help you. I just won't post anything on my MF coaching website or my MF coaching social media outlets about me collaborating with you if that shit don't make sense? It's like, where does that, what is, you're helping veterans, but now you're helping like, interior design? What the, that doesn't make any sense, Rex. Why are you?
And
And then
also,
it's confusing.
it is very confusing. And this is probably a whole nother episode, but you can do things for people without the world knowing. Like the whole meme about you don't need to take a picture of every meal that you're eating and post on social media unless you're a food critic and that's your thing. But I don't need to see every meal that you've eaten. I also don't need to know every charity that you're donating to or that you're at a benefit, right? Like sometimes
Every
just do
every
something.
gala.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're running for political office and that's a thing, it's cool. But like, just be a good person. Like, just do better and you don't have to tell the world.
Right. Exactly. Yes. Like this is exactly the point. Like I've volunteered at places y'all don't know about. I've done different things and runs and like these races and such. I don't post all of them on there because this shit don't make sense when it comes to what I'm doing here, mission focused coaching and that other thing. Maybe it's saving the whales, some shit. That don't make doesn't make a connection, guys. Okay, back on track. So this is what we're talking about. Make sure it aligns with your values.
Yes.
The values of your company. That's different. You may have your own personal values, but make sure it also aligns with the values that your organization is aligning with.
Write them down. Super easy. Write them down.
Absolutely.
It helps you define them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to voice. Ooh, voice. How you communicate those values. Oh, man. So the values, if the values are the rules you operate by, the voice is how you communicate those values. This could be very, very, very hard.
Well, that's something that when I work on brand style guides for companies, that's one of the things that we define. So a brand style guide, if you don't know what it is, it's essentially your company visual Bible. It lists in there your mission statement, core values, your tone, how copy should be written. And tone is something that I try to help companies on because especially with AI now, you can use it, but you need to use it responsibly. Just because you put something in the AI to have it write something for you doesn't mean it's going to come back in the tone that you want.
That's good. That's a good one.
Professional? Is your company more fun, casual? Do you speak in third person, first person? Are you speaking from the owner, from the company? How all of that matters. It's like the joke of when somebody writes in all caps, it's like they're yelling at you. There's a reason there's that saying is that we only have how someone's going to interpret the text because they're reading it themselves. So making sure that you write it appropriately in response to your company's mission, core values, and the tone that you want is important because it goes back to consistency. If you're super professional in one, but then all of a sudden you get loosey-goosey and fun in another, people are going to think you're either drunk or it's a disconnect.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that makes much more sense than the way I was trying to explain it, which is perfect. It aligns exactly with who I am.
I don't know if I said it was eloquent enough. I feel like you're being much more eloquent today. But yeah, like that.
It's like the next episode, I come out all like speaking very eloquent and using very professional communication. It's like, wait, Rex, how fucking last week you were using the F word, you were F bomb here and there, and you were like words, and the next one, all of a sudden, it's like perfect everything. You see, that's just not who I am.
With a British accent, I'd ask if you hit your head.
I'll be like, what are you talking about, love? This is exactly how I've been talking this whole time. Christ. Yeah, see, it doesn't align with who I am and everything else. So yeah, the voice, the tone, everything that you utilize in every day. It's gotta, like you said, consistency is the key here. It's gotta be consistent. You can look, if you got multiple personalities, that's your problem. But most of us are going to show up the way that we are usually, right? We just be yourself. Be yourself.
And like I have a habit of hearting everything because that's just how much passion I feel. I get very excited about things. I use a lot of exclamation points.
Can we other side? Oh, are you on that side?
No, yeah, you're.
Here we go.
like there's times that I write emails and I have to go back through it and remove exclamation points because I realize that I've put one at the end of every sentence because that's who I naturally am. But
So
I
urgent.
also, it is. But to that, AI is known for certain things. If there's tons of emojis in text, people are now seeing those repetitive things, right? If there's so many emojis and you've never used emojis before, and now you're putting out LinkedIn copy posts where it's just a bunch of emojis and whatnot, they know that you're not authentically you, that you've used something and you're not even editing it.
Yeah, so you know if my messages are coming through and it's me because I use emojis. I love them. I love them. It's just a way to express yourself. But that's how I do it. Overall, your brand should feel like a uniform, not a costume. Okay.
Yeah.
Your visuals should reinforce your mission, not distract from it. And your content should sound like your values in action. Your behavior should also be the proof your brand promises. You can't show up one day as something and show up another day. It's like every different Halloween, you're something else. It's like, okay, that's fine because that's Halloween, but it's your business. Show up the same way. Consistency across the board is key here.
Yes. And I want to hit on the word that you said, I think you said loyalty, trust. That the consistency and showing up the same over and over again, and also backing up how you show up is what creates that customer loyalty and that customer trust. Mm-hmm. If you say that you're 100% US made and you sell a product and somebody finds a made in Mexico or made in China sticker on it, you've lost it. If you say you have great customer service and somebody calls your 1-800 line and they get an automated service and they can't actually talk to a human being, or when they do talk to a human being, they're angry or can't help them at all, lost trust. You know, all of those different touch points add up to create that connection. And those are really the only connections that you have with a consumer. That's your 24/7 salesperson.
Yes.
Is your brand.
That's
and when it's not
perfect. Yes. It's beautiful. Yes, that's absolutely perfect. It's beautiful because we see ourselves throughout the day, but you only get to see me this one time. And if it doesn't match this 30 minutes with that 30 minutes, right? And then these little, because they don't see you, they don't know you. People don't actually know you.
No.
They know what you show them. And if you show them something different every clip, yes, when your habits contradict your brand, your audience is going to feel the inconsistencies instantly.
Yeah.
Right? That alignment is what creates the trust, and the trust creates conversion, and the conversion creates impact.
Yeah. And this shouldn't have to be said, but I'm going to say it. You also have to have a good product. Like, I know that sounds idiotic, but if your product sucks or your services suck, you're not going to be successful. You know, like I often will meet with clients and they're really good at what they do, but they've focused so much on their product or their service that they need to go back and do their branding and their marketing better. But I tell them, half the battle's already done because you have a great product. You have a great service that people like. Now it's just giving it a clear megaphone and clear visuals. If you have a terrible product, like Apple, again, I'm going to use it as an example because it's a great example. If they had a horrible product, they would not be able to charge over $1,000 for a phone. No one would do that. But because they have a great product, they can. So I know it's an idiotic statement to make, but just make sure that you have a product and service that is upstandable.
Dude, your brand is your fucking behavior in visual form. All right. If you've made it this far, you already know the truth. Most businesses don't have a marketing problem. They have an identity problem. Your colors, your shapes, your typography, they're not decoration, they're communication. They're psychological. They're the first impression your discipline either confirms or contradicts. So here's your mission. Audit your identity, strip away anything borrowed, eliminate anything that doesn't match your mission, and rebuild from the inside out. Behavior first, visual second, because your brand isn't what you post. It's what you prove. Now, Jess and I will be back with more tactical clarity, more psychological precision, and more ways to build a business that actually deserves the impact you're chasing. Until then, stay disciplined, stay aligned, and stay mission focused.